Hi everyone, welcome to WW Designs. My name is Nikki and it's been ages since I have been op shopping, but circumstances put me right in front of a couple of op shops and I thought I would show you what I managed to get for $15.90 in total. Where do we start? Let's start with this one up here. This is some like crochet cotton. It's in a lovely brown colour. I don't have anything that colour. And because I love doing sort of coffee themed things and stuff like that, I thought for $1 that was a worthy buy. This next piece, this cost me a whopping 50 cents. And have a look at this. It's an interesting shape. I don't know what it was or what it was cut from, but have a look at this. It's absolutely beautiful. So for a journal cover or even cutting out some of these individual flowers and using them, I have no idea, but I am pretty sure I can put this to good use. And for 50 cents, I got an awful lot of fabric there, so very happy with that. Then the next one, I can't go past black lace. This cost me $2, but I think with the red dot, I think I paid $1. And I thought this was absolutely perfect for journal edges or, you know, even across a pocket. I couldn't resist this, and I've got, does it tell me how? Yeah, I've got 5 meters of it. So that was an absolute yes too. I wasn't leaving that behind. I got this pretty grey ribbon. I don't have anything grey silvery colour. This cost me 20 cents. So I thought, yep, we'll have that too. And another brown one. I didn't have one in this size. And I just think, you know, when you're doing coffee or vintage things, you can just never have enough browns and creams. So this is just a lovely brown satin ribbon. But, yep, pretty good buy. I think 2.5 meters for 50 cents. I also found this cute little bow, which I thought would look really pretty on a journal cover. It didn't even have a price on it, and I think she charged me 20 cents or something like that. But I went, oh, I definitely want to have that. I love the colour and all the beading's all intact. Like, yes, thank you, I'll have that. Then this one was $1, and this is, what have they done here? Oh, here we go. Why you would have to tape it down when there's a snap blocky arrangement, I'll never know, but that's okay. This is just a lovely cream ribbon. Again, very versatile colour. Don't know how much is in here, but I seem to have quite a lot there for $1, so I thought I would nab that. Then there was this little variety pack here. This was $2, and I'll be honest, these gathered things are not my favourite, but in the past, if I have wanted to use this part, I've actually cut the gathered bit off. I know I can use it, and if I wanted to create quite a heavy ruffle, I could keep it on there, but I find that can get really bulky. But you know what? This was $2. I seem to have quite a bit of the blue. Then I've also got a white version. Very pretty. Again, I can always cut that off if I don't want it. Then there was a stack of this one. This is a perfect edge trim. Have a look at that. And I've got an absolute ton of it here. Actually, yeah, I think this might need a wash. Looks as though it's got a little bit of dirt on it, so we might throw that through the machine and give it a nice freshen up. But I love the width of that. That one's absolutely perfect. And one more bit of white. This is a bigger one, but very pretty. And, yeah, decent little amount for that. That's not bad for $2. Then I found this stamping block This didn't even have a price on it. I think she charged me 20 cents for this. It's what I like. I don't have one with a grid on it. And sometimes, you know, it can be a bit of a gamble as to if you want to place your stamp in a very specific spot. And I went, oh, I think I'll grab that. It's a good size too. So, yeah, I think I paid 20 cents for this. I'm not sure. And I found a pair of pattern scissors. And how could I resist a wave? And I checked them in the shop and they cut beautifully. Look, here I've got a scrap of paper. Look at that. They cut perfectly. And Nikki and her love of ocean theme things, I think a wave design will be fantastic. They cost me $1. Absolute bargain. Oh, I've got another little bit of ribbon here. I thought this was quite cute. This was 20 cents. Oh, it's 1 metre. But again, I loved the colour. Why won't this separate? Okay. What's going on here? Okay, never mind. But you can see it's sort of a goldy tan colour. It's got the mesh bit in between. Actually, why don't I just cut this off? I'm not going to keep it in here anyway, so it really doesn't worry me. I don't know why that one's not opening, but that's a beautiful piece of ribbon. Now, it is gold colour. I thought that was absolutely gorgeous, so it wasn't leaving that behind either. Then some books. Now, I found this one. This is the Watercolour Painter's Pocket Palette. I do like a small book because usually if I want to cut things up, the images aren't so big. But I also love palettes. I love colour palettes. And I thought, oh, chopping these up and using them in a journal, absolutely fabulous. And it's full of it. I might actually have a bit of a read first because there's probably some very good information and I could learn from that. But have a look at this. This is just colour strip after colour strip. I could not resist this. And then I think at the back there's actually a couple of cute images. That one caught my eye when I was flipping through it. But have a look at all these palettes. There was no way in the world I was leaving this behind. Mixing different colour blends, what you can end up with. I just went, oh my gosh, yes, this is mine. And have a look at this. There's even these little rough ones. So this was an absolute no chance leaving that behind. Now, I don't know how much these books were. A lot of these had these little pink dots on it, but my guess is I think I paid $1, but I'm not 100% sure. Then I found another one, the same sort of thing. This is the Watercolour Flower Painter's Pocket Palette. Wow, that's a bit of a tongue twister. But beautiful little flowers to fussy cut. These are just such a good size for journaling cards and things like that. So many books on watercolouring and stuff, you end up with these giant images that you can use as a whole page, but you can't often use them, you know, for adding decoration. Oh, look, I've got more swatches. And I might actually, see, look, like just these little size flowers, they're just perfect. And, of course, even a little lesson or two in how to watercolour certain flowers, but it's not lacking in images. And, like, I don't care so much for this one, so, you know, I can fussy cut that out. Don't have to worry. Some of them have to decide which one I want, but I just thought this was just full of such beautiful flowers and in certain shades. So, you know, if I want a pink flower, well, wham, there we go. And so, yes, loved it. Few little, this is obviously the same book as this one. If there'd been more of these, I would have bought more of them. I would have bought them all because they're absolutely fabulous. So, yes, I thought that was a very worthwhile investment. And because they've been protected, the covers are really quite decent. If I do end up cutting them all up, these would make great little journal covers because they're in good nick and they're nice and solid. So they were definitely a win. Then I spotted this one, and I've got a few calligraphy books, but what I liked about this one is that it's not just showing you how to do calligraphy. There's all sorts of little ready-made pieces. Like, have a look at this, cutting these out and using them in journal making. I thought some of these were fabulous. So I went, oh, I mean, have a look at this. Marie Antoinette, I think that's probably meant to be. All done in penmanship. December, Christmas. But some of these, I think they'll be fabulous in junk journals. So this was not your traditional sort of learn how to do calligraphy. I just thought this could be very handy. And they're just a little bit different. I've never seen a book quite like this. Oh, what's at the back here? What's this? Oh, some little templates. Okay. But yes, I couldn't resist that. Pretty sure I think I paid $1 for that one too. Then I found this delightful book. What I love, it's Australian. So it's all Australian animals. And just have a look at some of these images. Actually, why don't we have a proper flip through? Oh, someone's done some tracing. I didn't even notice that in there. Interesting. But have a look at these gorgeous animals. Now, of course, they're big. So, but these would make, you know, folded over, these would make beautiful journal pages. Wombat, platypus, sugar glider, wallaby, striped possum. I mean, just have a look at these images. And this is on beautiful, really thick paper. That's a numbat, in case you've never heard or seen of a numbat. And there's our frill-neck lizard. And, of course, koalas, little echidna, a possum, a brushtail. We also have ringtail possums. A Tassie devil, red kangaroo. They're the big ones. A spotted couscous. You'll only find these up north. Couscouses are tropical. When I lived up in Papua New Guinea, oh, hang on, here we go. Yes, originated in New Guinea. We used to see these all the time. We actually had a couple of pet ones in the hotel that my father managed. We actually had a large cage, and there was one of the staff who would find them, and if they were injured, he would try and help them recuperate and then put them back out in the wild. So I even sort of had little pet ones that I could play with a little bit, not too much, but they're very, very cute and furry. Of course, the dingo, which is a wild Australian dog. Look at these cute little pygmy possums and these gorgeous flowers. A red flying fox, feathertail glider, a yellow-bellied glider. I didn't realise we had so many of those. There's probably a lot more. A white-tailed dunnart. They look like little mouses, but they're not. And a spotted quoll. I didn't know we still had quolls. Oh, there you go. So, yes, absolutely stunning book. I think this cost me $1. So I was definitely not leaving it behind. Magical pictures. And then I spotted this thing. So let's open this up. Now, again, this cost me a whole $1. And the reason why I bought it was because I loved the little black and white bows. So let's open this up. And see what we actually have. So what caught my eye was these bows. I love these little bows. They make great additions to journal pages and ephemera. Then we've got some shells, and we've also got some white flower beads, some black gems, some pretty stars. There's also some silvery seed beads, black buttons, and some little silver ball beads. And then there were these little tags that already have a bow on it. I'm sure I can put them to good use. And then there was this here, which is ribbon. There's black, white, a thicker black, shiny silver, and another black, plus a piece of silver cardstock, a piece of little black cardstock, and a piece of white. So I thought, I think for $1 we have to have this. But that's what started it. I went, yep, I'm not leaving that behind. So there we go. Yeah, I think I spent just under $16 at these two shops. And I think what I got was absolute bargains. So hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, you know what to do. Please give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And until next time, thank you for watching and bye for now.